The purpose of this video is not for me to farm him getting death threats and say, I told you so. You know exactly where I stand during this whole controversy, right? And I'm not here to do that. This is a pretty, terrible situation that Nick has gotten himself into, just like the Lord of the Mystery stuff, right? And you know exactly how I feel about that. I'm always trying to look out for his mental health and his well-being and try to give objective criticisms that would hopefully shape his behavior to navigate the situations better. Apparently, he talks about his penis size. I'm here to look into that. If you've been on Twitter, you know. Apparently, Nick has been clapping back, and his wife also has been clapping back against the schizos online. Apparently, this is also the part of the video where things get really interesting. Maybe it's going to be some, I don't know, beneficial context about his previous arc with the K-pop stuff. So let's hear that part out first, and then let's get into the penis size.
Man. All right, so this next segment is something I never really wanted to talk about, but I knew one day I'd have to talk about it.
2020, 2022. This is the K-pop Swiftie. Yeah, this is like basically before he got into, by the way, like he was already at like what, 500,000 subscribers popping up with K-pop content, Swiftie content, and then he pivoted into anime opening stuff during during that time. Let's go. Come on.
I was making maybe $1,000 a month reacting to K-pop, reacting to Taylor Swift, reacting to all that shit. Music reactions don't make you money.
True.
All the record labels take that ad revenue.
Yep.
So I'm making maybe hundreds and at most $1,000 a month.
Like, there is a way to edit your content to do opening reactions so that you are monetized, but what that happens is you have so many cuts that like it's not even a music reaction anymore. It doesn't even sound good. That's why, like, opening reactions, I just let that shit straight up. Sometimes there will be some audio pitches done so that the video will be visible, but like I decided there's no point doing an opening, music reaction if it's just all going to be cut up, right? I care more about the viewer's experience, and hopefully because the viewer's experience is so much better, that the demonetized video still goes up, and those people will then find other videos, and there is a way to benefit off of that.
I couldn't get a job growing up. I have severe social anxiety, which is why I made that video. I have no friends. If you want to know more about me, watch that video. For some reason, people want to make fun of when I'm just telling people you're not alone.
People try to do like a character assassination with that video, saying that, look at that, he had no friends until 20-something years old. Of course, he's not going to have the social skills to, present himself in whatever way, or try to say that these are the reasons of why he's acting like this. And, personal attacks like that, it's fucking gross, right? Like, I think that there is a way to call out wrong things while at the same time not need to dig up shit in the past, marriages, friendships. It's just like there is a line not to cross, and unfortunately, the more receipts and the more ammo you give to people, they're gonna just utilize it in such a hostile way. There's a reason why I try really not to give you any of my private life to the audience, because most people are going to be appreciative and supportive, but there's always going to be that small percent of people that are going to use that and just weaponize it against you.
Trying to help people. So I couldn't get a job because of my social anxiety, and it wasn't COVID yet, so there weren't really remote jobs. I started to get hate from my Taylor Swift reactions, and I started answering that hate back. I think I called some fat girl retarded, and that.
And I did you to understand? The R word, right? The retard. It's became meta again in the recent years. I would say ever since, Elon bought Twitter and Trump coming back, I think there has been absolutely a paradigm shift in the culture, and the R word has no longer become the R word, but something we just kind of shoot out. On TikTok, by the way, if you say that, you will get a community guideline strike. Be careful about that. They treat that as a slur. On YouTube, it doesn't really matter. Personally, I understand that some people actually think it's a slur because you think that you are making fun of like mentally disabled, stupid people. I understand where you're coming from. I also see a lot of people saying gay as an insult. That was really popular back in the day, right? That never really made sense to me though. Like the word retard, it means that you're literally slow. In physics, I remember in high school physics, I read retarded or retardation in like a question in like a subject, and I was like, what? Why is the textbook swearing at me? You look at the etymology, the lore of the word, it literally means to slow. There's more context to it, but I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of crazy. It's just that we're more used to use that as an insult. Gay never really made sense to me as an insult because that's the sexuality of a person. You see some stupid situation, you call it gay, and I'm like, that logically doesn't make sense. You see a stupid situation, you call it retarded. That logically makes sense because that's fucking stupid. You know what I mean? Anyways, we're getting off topic here. He was ripping that word back during the day when it was not meta. So I'm sure, and not only that, specifically amongst the crowd of people that are gonna oppose that shit, that is like jumping into the volcano.
That started a lot of shit. I lost so many subscribers, north of 100,000 subscribers.
Damn.
Because this bitch came into my DMs and attacked me. I don't remember what they said, but for me to call them a retard at that time.
Exactly what I was saying, dude. Listen, I'm saying, like, again, it's very sensitive word. Even now, it's a lot of people oppose it and think it's a slur. I don't, to be honest. Right, but back during those times, to say that word, he might as well just be saying the N-word, right? That's what's happening.
When I was trying to be clean as anything, when I was trying to be peace, love, positivity, they had to say something crazy. I lost a lot of subscribers. I was getting next to no views. I was making now like $200, $300 a month. And how old was I? Like maybe 24, 23 years old. My girlfriend at that time, not my wife right now, but my girlfriend at that time cheated on me. Not only was I canceled and lost my career, I was cheated on and had no girlfriend. I was broke. I wasn't going.
She probably cheated on you because you did not have your platform and growth. And she probably saw that you are no longer a potential, you know, famous person and dropped you. Yep. Sorry, I'm just going to say the way it is. I think Nick deserves better than that. And that bitch is a clout chasing demon. I think that a true partner would be there for you no matter what stage of life you are in. If it's true love, to seek love and relationship based on, you know, material goods and the trajectory of someone's career, that's a very bad sign. That's why I try really hard to never bring the topic of money or career stuff when meeting new people, because, like, listen, I'm not going to say that I am a super insanely rich and successful person. I think I'm doing pretty decent for myself. I think that we have created a nice little piece of the, you know, internet for ourselves, and we have a nice community going, and the trajectory is great. But like, when the topic of money, fame, stuff like that, it comes to mind, people don't see you as a person anymore. They see you as a tool, something to leech off of, right? And that's why it's like, whenever someone asks me, like, what do you do for a living? I just say, I'm unemployed. I watch anime, I make silly videos, I make dumb videos online. And if people are gonna, you know, look down on me and say, what a fucking loser, get a real job, to me at the end of the day, again, it means nothing to me, because I know where I'm at in life, and I'm probably making way more than they will ever do this year. But still, again, that shit is irrelevant. Nothing matters. Just fucking stay locked in, stay healthy, and keep grinding.
School, I didn't have a job, but I had an audience. I had a lot of gay dudes in my audience. I had a lot of girls in my audience. That was my audience, gays and girls. So what?
And so then he farmed the OnlyFans off of that audience.
What do I do? I make an OnlyFans. What do I do on this OnlyFans? I never did anything with anybody. Dick pics.
Yeah, we've seen them. Whether you like it or not. And we're going to keep seeing them in 3-month intervals. Whenever Nick gets in, you know, he gets a little bit too close to the sun, his haters come in with every fucking tweet. I have to keep seeing his dick over and over again. It's solo content. Yeah. Just be careful in the Twitter threads.
Yes. Jerking off. Yes. Showing my ass. Yes. Paying some dude to flirt with people in the DMs. Yes. Did I ever...
Bro got fucking somebody from like Bangladesh fucking responding to a bunch of horny ass simps trying to fucking talk to you. That's what I'm saying, bro. You think like you buy OnlyFans trying to talk to people, you know, $5 OnlyFans to talk to me in the DMs? It ain't her, bro. It ain't her, bro.
Fuck anyone on the OnlyFans? No. Was there anybody else ever in the content on that OnlyFans? No, it was just me. And I made north of $500,000 doing that.
What the fuck? In how much time? Like, what? So, well, okay, the amount of money that he was making, less than 1,000, right? Because videos on YouTube are getting demonetized. That makes sense. He must have had a Patreon though at that time. I'm sure the Patreon was popping up. I'm sure the money that he's talking about is specific about YouTube revenue. It's hard for me to believe that you could pop off that hard unless you already had a sizable following, which he did. Of course he did, right? I think he was around like 500,000 subs or something. It's so crazy though. Damn, bro. Farming the gays and girls, Swiftie fans, opening OnlyFans, 500,000 secured in 1 year. In 1 year, and again, who knows? I don't know. I don't have the receipts. I don't think he needs to show the receipts. But that's fucking crazy.
I only did it for a year, so I made 500,000
in a year.
From my dick. I was able to get my
and your nipples, and your ass.
Family out of bankruptcy, saving them. I was able to save myself. I was able to right my wrongs. I was able to buy a car. Big positives. But there's no positive like the positive that I'm about to tell you. Because I made an OnlyFans, because I made all that money that I was...
That's now, you know, people are going to use that, right? It is ammo that you've given to the haters, and unfortunately, they will use that.
Never going to make unless I made it at that time. When I was at rock bottom, it made me move to the city. And when I moved to the city... Not only did I start anime content, but I also found Liv, my wife. I found the love of my life. By that time, I was done with OF. I was done. When I started anime reactions, which was like late 2021 or early 2022,
okay,
I was done already. I stopped. But at the time, I thought they ruined my life. These audiences that crucified me for just answering back someone that came at me.
Came at you? Whoa, not like that. It's the girl. I don't know. It all starts with one girl. There is a crazy Taylor Swift fan who rage baited Nick to such degrees that he called her a fat retard. And during that time, that's a big no-no. That's, again, basically calling like a black person the N-word, got crucified, canceled, lost all that shit. Man, the lore is crazy right now.
Insulted me. They ruined my life, but they also saved my life. They also gave me a new life. So I'm thankful to my haters just as much as I'm thankful to my...
Say what you will about Nicholas Light. I think that the perseverance that he portrays is actually kind of crazy, right? Because again, no matter how much you hate him, there is absolutely something that you should be inspired by, and it's his like lack of giving up. No matter what, he will survive and find a different avenue. That's like a problem solver mindset, and this is like something that is, I think, inherent in many like successful people, right? I think that the trait that I notice a lot of those who are truly successful are the ones that have so much perseverance that no matter how many times they fail, no matter how high you might have gotten and fell off and it seems like your career is done because of whatever, they'll like find a solution. A door closes and they're already thinking about what door is next. Most people will just give up because it's hard to fight back, and it's way easier to just pity, just like live in pity and drown in, just grievance. But like this mindset is truly like the entrepreneur mindset that's necessary to like succeed, is to just like be a cockroach, never give up. You survive. You will tank a nuclear bomb. You keep going.
My supporters. So I can't look back at that as a mistake. This is what they could dig up from me. So that leads me to what I'm about to talk.
I think that him opening up with stuff like this is also really good. Just like how I'm not going to say I coached him, but I constantly tell him, bro, just lean into the fake reactor stuff. Like, if people are going to constantly use this as something to weaponize against you, you need to take that away and wear it as an armor. Anything, and I'm not even talking about specific this, anything in life, anytime there are insecurities that you have, people trying to make fun of you or insult you about that, take it away. Embrace it. Say, I am the #1 fake reactor. Okay, that's done. It's already over.
Talk about next. Because of all of this one frame man drama going on, the one framers, these parasocial pieces.
One framers. All right, we got a new slur, baby.
All of this one frame man drama going on. The one framers, these parasocial pieces of shit, have to message my wife. This is just one message, but this pretty much shows you what.
Yeah. Again, when I'm covering this topic, there's so many crazy people coming in with old receipts and stuff like this, voice messages from 2022, trying to do character assassination of Nick, and it's just like, there's got to be a fucking line not to cross, right? saying that Nick had a part in the Twitter, deletion stuff because he made a video which he made a mistake and misinterpreted a tweet, and his haters then going on to DMing the director, and then the director indirectly referencing him. Okay, I think that's logical, but like, these children, they have these edgy kids that the more you negative engage, like this is the consequence, right? And it's like, it's such a difficult situation because when the cat's out of the box, it's kind of too late. That's why a lot of content creators just kind of lean in and say, fuck it, I'm just going to give up and stop, trying to dispute the situation, but lean more into it, which is pretty much just like pouring gas into the fire. It's difficult. It's extremely difficult to navigate this shit online once it's already gotten to this point.
She was getting. Oh, and by the way, they were commenting this shit on our wedding pictures as well on Instagram. Your husband is an wait.
Like there's a reason why I will never show you my girlfriend. You guys can say that I'm making shit up and that I'm lying. I think, again, if you know anything about me, like, what a fucking loser thing to be. You think that I would like fake a girlfriend in order to impress you fucking monkeys in the comment section? Like, I genuinely don't give a fuck about you. I care about making entertaining content, and if you are entertained by that, we can work off of each other and keep going, right? But like the personal stuff, there's a reason why I'm so harsh and mean in the way that I put up this barrier anytime people get a little bit too close. Because people get way too comfortable and start commenting and shit, and the more that you bring up your private life, I can only see negative things happening. Right? People are going to be nasty, making, mocking and insulting appearances, trying to dox them, trying to figure out where they live and all that stuff. It's just so fucking bad. Like, even the Flexi stuff, man, Flexi got dragged into this shit. I think that her comments were extremely lukewarm, and honestly, they're pretty much what I was saying too. But like, people are digging up, her private life, pictures of the private life that she shared online, and people making AI art of fucking Nick and Flexi, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this is like the schizo shit that gets condemned in Oshinoko, right? This is the crazy cult of idols and parasocial fans and the haters. It's just, people don't know how to behave online, especially with the layer of anonymity. And when content creators show them their life and show you a window, you need to be careful. You need to be just on guard, man.
Let me say it like a retard. Yours husband is a OnlyFans gay creator. You really married him. I feel sorry for you. So now they're making it personal. Now they're going after my wife. They're telling her something she knew way before we started dating. Hey, beautiful.
Hello, my love.
Hey.
What day did we match? Did we start talking on Hinge, the dating app?
December 9th.
December 9th. Okay.
All right.
When was our first date?
December 19th.
Okay.
And do you currently have a gun to your head telling you to say this?
No, you're in the other room.
Nah, I need the wife cam right now. We don't know. Nah, there's a paid actor right now.
I love you. Bye. The reason why I wanted to bring that up, the days and everything, is because people on Twitter want to make this narrative up that I cheated on my wife.
Yeah, dude, straight up. There's like voice recording clips from like 2022. Bringing that shit up, and it's just like, why are you doing this?
They actually built this entire narrative that I cheated on my wife because a girl I was talking to before I met my wife was mad that I met my wife, that I stopped talking to her well before I actually met my wife. And they want to believe that these timelines are inside of each other, that I started talking to this girl while I was talking to my wife. I was talking to that girl before I met my wife. I was talking to a lot of girls before I met my wife. She was talking to a lot of guys before she met her husband.
And that's normal, right? It's like you're dating, you've got a lot of different options. You're not settling on one just yet. And the recording of that shit happens during that timeline, and people are trying to misrepresent and do an assassination. And none of that shit even fucking matters. It's like, logically, how does this even support the notion that Nicholas is complicit in the One Punch Man drama? I guess they're just trying to just smear him no matter what, right? This is an actual smear campaign where you bring up and dig up false stuff from the past, misrepresent them, and say he's a cheater, he's a liar, that he's willing to do anything. It's like that has little to no bearing in exactly what this is, and that's why I don't bring that shit up. If I truly wanted to clout chase and just drag Nick's name for anything and ride the fucking schizo haters that he's farmed, I would go and do that. But then again, you know the way that I operate. I try to be fair in my coverage and try to seek the objective truth, and this shit is irrelevant.
Hey, once we met each other, it stopped because we fell in love at first sight. Something a lot of these people will never experience. Not just first sight, love in general. So I am a gay OnlyFans creator because I was uploading dick pics and jerking off. They say this as if I was fucking dudes on camera. They say this as if I'm gay and I've been with a guy in a relationship.
Nick, if you were, I wouldn't hold it against you, man. But I feel like a lot of gay dudes were definitely gripping their hog watching you.
So my lovely wife responds, and this response is something. It's legendary. Oh no, whatever will I do? I'm going to cry about this and wipe my tears with his Benjamins and blow my nose into our first class plane seat tickets. But before that, I have to pick which one of our 4 bedrooms I'll be crying in. Hopefully the tears will help clean
4-bedroom
my $10,000 engagement ring.
God damn!
Sorry that I don't have to work a job for the rest of my life because my husband made $500K selling pictures of himself jerking off his 9-inch cock.
I need to see that receipt. $500,000 in a year. Farming gays and Swifties. I mean, Swifties. That's a general thing. The girls and the gays, right? It's like, what? Like, how? I'm more in, like, I am not here to condemn him about the sex work. You know that if you watch my content, I don't care if you have an OnlyFans or if you do sex work. You do whatever you want, right? As long as it's consensual, it doesn't hurt nobody. But like, I'm more interested in the business behind this of like, how the fuck did you even drive that much traffic?
She measured it, by the way. Actually, the reason I'll be crying is because I wish he did it.
This is the thing, right? 9-inch cock. Listen, I have the pictures of his dick. I don't have the pictures, but it exists on Twitter. How are we going to measure this? We need to do a cock comparison, bro. We need to figure out how are we going to. Should I ask him for a DM? Nick is in my DMs right now, by the way, and we've pretty much, talked it out, and we have a very common mutual understanding of where we stand, and we're chill. Looks 7-inch to me. So, Nick, I need you to send me your shaft erect with the measuring tape and clearly show me that it is 9 inches. If he doesn't, then it's a lie.
For longer and made $1 million before we met, but alas, $500K for cock and ass pics will have to suffice. I feel sorry for all of you, honestly, that you'll never be able to see my husband's huge cock again.
No, they haven't seen the updated one, right? They still have the ones from the past, and it's crazy to me how they're so ready to go with the and it's the same Twitter accounts too, and they show up in 3-month intervals, just like it happened in Lord of the Mystery stuff too. And I was like, why do I gotta see this dude's dick every fucking season? It's crazy.
As I'm not interested in sharing what's mine. And he answers, what the fuck? This message threw him off so much because what was he expecting?
I guess he expected the wife to be like, oh my God, no way. Like, do you really think she would have married him without all of these things, being covered? I would at least assume that they would have talked about this shit and see if they're okay and come to a mutual understanding. But again, right, you have schizo fucking retards online who don't have any social skills. All they do is, attach themselves in parasocial relationships, delude themselves into thinking they're fans, and then later on, they get moderated, something they act out, they get called out, they turn into haters, and now they will latch onto you and ride off of these receipts. It's crazy. It's like, bro, what are you doing with your life? Go do something else.
My husband did what? Oh, I'm taking this ring off. I'm throwing it. Who wants it? I treat her like a queen. She treats me like a king. We fell in love at first sight. We're best friends. We watch anime together. We travel the world together. We tell each other this all of the time. We have a relationship like no one else in both of our lives.
Watch them say that, Nick hired that dude from Bangladesh that was managing his OnlyFans account, and this is actually that person. His wife doesn't exist. That's right. People will now say the wife is a paid actor.
That we've ever seen. It is so loving. It is so beautiful. Me making $500,000 selling dick pics and jerking off is not going to ruin that. It's one thing to call me retarded. It's one thing to call me stupid. You hate me. I pre-watch. I'm a fake reactor. It's another thing to go after my wife and try to uncover these things that were
exactly right. Again, there are lines that you don't cross. Stay focused. And if you want to shit on Nick for what he did in the One Punch Man drama, be objective about it. Because like the more that you go into the schizo territory, the less people take you seriously. I think that the most condemning and hurtful thing to your cause is to be disingenuous, because now people know that you're fucking lying and that you're grasping for straws, and no one will take you seriously.
Uncovered millenniums ago. This isn't the first time this has happened. This isn't my first rodeo with the shit, guys. Trust.
Yeah, I know, bro, because I gotta say, I've seen your dick, like, again, in 3-month intervals this year, every time.
The Boruto.
And you know what? The January when January hits, bro, winter hits. Oh my god, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen with Jujutsu Kaisen and Frieren and all the crazy animes that's gonna come out in January. But oh my fucking god, dude, you know it's gonna happen again.
Community did this. The My Hero community did this. I think even the Lord of the Mysteries fans did this.
Yep,
Whenever I'm critical, whenever I have something negative.
Technically, you got rage baited off of a Wuthering Waves gacha fan who hated you for entering their space, who then wore a mask of Lord of the Mysteries fan, but then even claimed, lol, I don't even watch this shit. I just want to rage bait Nick. Regardless.
Negative or harassing to say. They bring up the OnlyFans. That's all they can dig up. I must be a good fucking person that all they can dig up is dick pics of me.
That's what I'm saying, right? Again, like, if you truly want to criticize Nick, you need to be objective about it. Bringing in random personal shit that has nothing to do with what he actually did helps you nowhere. You just look more crazy, and it gives you more ammo to him, actually, for him to farm you then.
Dig up these other creators' paths. They're pedophiles, they're rapists, they're miskiff, woman abusers.
Shoutouts to Miskiff. That drama is... I'm still waiting for more bombs to drop. He said that he's gonna drop more stuff. It's cooled down for a bit, but I'm waiting right now.
Dog abusers like Hassan. You dig it?
Shoutouts to Hassan's dog.
To my past, fake reaction allegations, pre-watch allegations. Allegations, by the way. Other people have like PDF file allegations and harassment allegations. I have
Who is other people? Yo, what? who the pedophile? Whoa. Who we talking about right now?
Watch. Allegations and an OnlyFans. Well, that says more about you than it says about me. They're over here calling me gay. You're the ones with it saved on your phones, sharing.
Why does he bring all the time that the director being hentai director then? My point still stands. Again, him bringing in that hentai director, which is obviously to discredit the director, no one's going to take that seriously. Just like how no one will take, you know, the fucking schizos bringing the OnlyFans stuff seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to stay objective about it. Trying to drag in other shit that is disingenuous and doesn't make logical sense doesn't help your cause. And again, Nick isn't a perfect person. He can make mistakes too.
Get around. You're gay. Come out the closet already. I'm not going to let this stop me anymore. My lowest point of my life, I made an OnlyFans, a solo OnlyFans. Trust me, this isn't going to be the last time you see my name affiliated with drama. It's going to happen again.
Did he just change shirts? No, he just took the hoodie off. I'm like, wait, what the hell?
My name affiliated with drama. It's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen with another
Yeah. And you know what?
Community.
I know for a fact it'll happen again. It's just next time, we need to navigate it better, right? Like, I just feel like the one blunder Nick made was making that video misinterpreting, you know, the director's tweet the day before the Twitter account got closed. Because again, we'll never have definitive proof, but there are different points on the graph that can help support a bigger picture and to see in a spectrum of likelihood. Was it likely that he was part of it or not, right? If he just didn't make that video, it'd be so much easier to defend yourself, for me to also defend him and to call out the schizos and make fun of them and say, like, bringing up this personal life stuff doesn't make you serious, right? If he just, so like next time we go into something, I just hope that like he'll navigate the situation better.
And they're going to bring up the same shit, the OnlyFans, the fake pre-watch shit, and now the cheating on your wife allegations. They do not like any bit of criticism, any bit of critical thinking. All they want is, and by the looks of it, this is what they want to do to my cock too. If you ain't sucking it off, they want you to fuck off. But I just don't go down that way. You could say I ask for the shit that I get, but I think
it'd be crazy if there was a blowjob video from Nick that people have secretly ready to go. They haven't launched just yet. Ain't no way he did a solo blowjob dildo video, right?
This is taking it a little too far. When you start commenting on my wedding pictures, when you start messaging my wife. I'm sure if my parents or my grandparents were on my page, you'd message them too. What's stopping?
And that's the thing too, right? Listen, like, people don't see content creators as real people. And this is the reason why I always continue to give him the benefit of the doubt, no matter how many of you won't believe me or believe him. Because I think that, again, he's another person just like you. We are human beings. Imagine being in this position where you have so much fucking hate leaking into the private stuff. And no matter how much of his actions may have warranted that, and you can say that he deserved it, I just want you to objectively understand, no matter how much he deserved it, don't you think a person will crack under pressure due to all the scrutiny and criticisms that he may have created himself? But still, again, the outcome is a person making a mistake due to so much shit being bombarded onto him, right? And that's why I keep saying we need to learn how to navigate the situation better and to diffuse it by memeing on it, by clowning on it. There's a reason why I keep saying release the Bandai Namco files. There's a reason why I'm trying to pivot away from this and try to make light of the situation, saying, oh my god, GOT Games and Nicholas Light, big drama, oh my god, I'm sponsored by Bandai Namco, because I think that memeing and joking about something truly does take away the heat from a situation, and we can have a more entertaining time, because at the end of the day, this needs to be entertaining content.
You know, a lot of people want to give me shit for being...
He got his hoodie back on. What the? Why did he take his shirt off? What the hell was that? Whatever.
Friends with people like Tectone and Nux. They're the only ones.
I love how Chibi isn't even mentioned. He had to include the Chibi at the bottom left. I still think that Chibi covered for him, by the way. That thumbnail I made, I still stand by that.
Ones that message me. They're the only ones that text me whenever shit goes down. Whenever I'm going through shit and they ask me if I'm okay, if I need to call them, just to vent, or if I need help. You know who doesn't message me? The creators y'all love so much. A lot of those creators follow me. I've talked to them before.
Motherfucker. Finally, you opened up the DMs today for me to message you back. You got this goddamn DM settings locked so that I have to follow you so that I can message you. I don't follow nobody. I don't want to get into that fucking bullshit drama. I only follow you to support. But we have been talking behind the scenes, and he understands where I'm coming from, and I understand where he's coming from.
They insult me, they talk shit about me, and they...
Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa! New drama! Oh! I unfollowed. I don't have the bandwidth, lol. Period. Oh shit. We got a new gladiator entering the Colosseum. Reanimated. Who's this guy? I'm not saying who, as in like I'm so popular that I don't know somebody. I genuinely don't know who this is. Reanimated. Animated YouTube. Is he a reaction channel? Oh, there's two people. Oh, group drama. 300k. Oh. Oh. I just see the potential drama immediately. It's a group of people and they have 300k subs. Oh, we got a new gold mine to farm, huh? All right. They doing, you know, My Hero. They do the shonen. They do some of the seasonal content. Which one though? Which one of the three tweeted? No. Because like here's the thing, right? You got multiple people involved now. Maybe all of them agreed on it. Will one of them roach out and say, "Nah, this guy tweeted this instead"? I don't know, but holy shit, new drama, baby.
About me, and they add to their anti-Nick.
Middle 1 second video. How do you know? The guy with the hat? How do you know? It's only one guy who has a Twitter account? How do you know that? Y'all are so fucking deep into this shit. Okay. All right. We'll remember this for the next time.
Nicholas Light TV army. Their big army of 5,000 to 10,000 viewers. I could do a whole 3, 4, 5 hour video talking about the hate that I get. This is just one of the pictures.
Yeah, again, right? This is just beyond. You just literally calling like someone to just die and then slurs. Like, no. You should be deleted off the platform. Like, this has nothing to do with it. I've been getting a lot of insult and racist slurs too, by the way, because I injected myself into covering this topic. And at the end of the day, that is the consequence of my actions. And I understand that. I would never again blame Nick for any of this stuff, right? I think that it is ridiculous to try to moderate every single person, especially when they're not even from your community and they're just orbiting to farm hate. And as long as the creators themselves know that they're on good terms, the comments and whatever tweets and whatever that happens online between the retards we share, doesn't matter. The lions don't care about the sheep. The lions are too busy DMing each other.
Let me show you another one. Here's another one. Nazi retard get cancer and dies.
This looks like just like Call of Duty lobby. This is League of Legends all chat straight up.
All because I said one frame man fucking sucks.
Yeah.
This is why I keep saying to you guys, if you love me, I'm gonna get better. If you hate me,
by the way, one thing I wanna prove my innocence here. By the way, hold up.
hell, you know who doesn't message me? The creators y'all love so much. A lot of those creators follow me. I've talked to them before. They insult me, they talk shit about me, and they add to their anti-Nicholas Light TV army. Their big army of 5,000 to 10,000 viewers.
Right there. I know that he's not talking about me, but even if he was, I want to prove something and clear my innocence. Some people genuinely think that I am clout chasing and all my views are coming from Nicholas Light. By the way, I am clout chasing though. For sure, I will acknowledge that. Because this is an industry of clout chasing. I think everybody's clout chasing. Everybody wants to know the trend and cover something and to grow. That is inherently part of our nature. I do believe that there is an egregious way to do it. Especially again, when you dig into personal life and drag people's private life. That's something that I would never do. I try to keep it on point and objective. But this notion, right? Hold on, let me bring you my analytics. I'm gonna bring you some stats right now. We're going to be doing a comparison to see how much does Nicholas Light actually carry me. Of the videos that I farmed this month, exactly where does Nicholas Light stand? So, right here is the top content of this month. I just pulled out a screenshot of the top month. For some fucking reason, clock strikes 12, midnight arrives. It's popping off. It's just a viral meme stuff. It's empty views. This is actually kind of bad because now I have an injection of brand new people that has nothing to do with anime coming to my channel, and that kind of fucks up my, you know, it's empty subs. But it is what it is. It's not gonna be the end of me, right? We got One Punch Man. We got this. Where's Nicholas Light? May I have one last thing? We got one Nicholas Light. We got one GOT Gaming. Death Note, One Punch Man, 2B Heroics, Toma, Tojima wants a comment writer. So of the 10 most viewed videos of this month, only one of them is Nicholas Light. And the viewership, if you look at it, it's kind of middle of the pack. And here's some other videos. Let's extrapolate that data and bring it out even more, right? How much views did I get this month? Here it is. This is a line chart. Don't worry about the graph. Just worry more about, you know, the columns here. So I'm bringing you the content of this month, and we have farmed 1.95. Let's round that up to 2 million. It's a nice number, right? That's what we did. Let's see, of the videos here, how many times does Nicholas Light pull up? Nope. There's that right there that we just showed. After that, where's Nicholas Light next? There's here. This isn't even the One Punch Man drum. This is just me calling out his fucking haters. And then one over here. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 50. And this is the top 50 videos too, by the way. So if you go in and add up all the different Nicholas Light videos that I made this month, do you think that it's going to actually be a significant portion of my almost 2 million views? I don't think so. To say that 12%, thank you for the number. It is, I think, a significant sum if you think about one content creator I'm farming off of. But to suggest that, like, what's like an egregious amount? What would be a number in which it's like, oh, this guy literally can't make views without Nicholas Light? I'd say over 50%. I would say over 50% is something that would happen. I want to shout out a Nick video. No, I don't. Nick has already mentioned my name in his videos. He's already gifted and rated my streams. Like, if you think that like I'm doing this for his acknowledgement, genuinely, I don't give a fuck. I am a content demon in which I look at controversial or any potential for drama to happen and I farm that. It doesn't matter who it is. If it's GOT Games, I'll do that. If it's Freshest Anime, I'll do that. I've been very consistent with this. It's just that obviously Nicholas Light is one of the biggest creators, and because I cover him so much in this recent in this recent period, people are gonna think that no, abso-fucking-lutely not. And on another comment, right? Beyond this, there is a comment about 5 to 10,000 views, which is more aligned with this channel. I want you to understand something. I need you to understand how well a channel actually does. Let's bring up your boy Roshi. I think this is a very perfect channel to mirror my performance because this is a horizontal scaling, many different variety content channel. For a channel with 1 million subs, what's their average viewership? 100K is really good here, right? But you don't see 100K that much times, right? Most of them are just kind of 10K, 50K because your boy Roshi are not, there's a 200K video here, but they're not heavily optimizing for performance. They're so big that they can basically tank anything and watch anything their community wants, which is great. That's called fuck you money. But 100K that comes every once in a while is 10%. 10% of their sub count. Look at my channel. 50K subs. So what is that 10% figure to me? What is my equivalent of a 5,000 viewed video? Sorry, 10% video, 100K video. It's 5,000 for me. Anything north of 5K, it's literally me making 100K view videos if I were in their position. That's how it works. There's gonna be, of course, dead subs. That's what happens. I'm gonna have dead subs, but there is a percent, a correlation of if you're hitting 10% roughly of average viewership to overall subscriber count for a channel that's farming constantly slop every day, 6 to 8 videos a day, you know what causes? You know what happens? We get this. We get a number of 2 million per month, which I think is fucking crazy. I think it's crazy for my sub count to be doing this well. Let's just bring up Nicholas Light, for example, too, right? And how well does your boy Roshi do? I think they should be hitting about 10 mil. 11 mil. So they're about 5 times better than me, right? Roughly 5.5 times better than me, right? But again, I want you to understand 1 million comparison to 50K. They are 20 times bigger than me, yet I'm only 5.5x behind. I need you to understand that like we have some motion here and that these numbers are relative percentages that you need to understand, bro. And then people will say, well, you need to make more video. You make way too many videos. Other people can make videos too, right? It's like this notion that, well, you farm so many videos, it's unfair. Everybody has the same amount of time in a day. And some people don't even have a content strategy that allows them to keep grinding this many videos. Some people are dependent, such as Little Triggy Somali. You think he can farm out, negative rage bait videos every day like that? No, he's dependent on something popping up. I have a system where I'm not dependent on fucking anything. Let's look at Nicholas Light too, for example, right? Let's look at Nicholas Light. How often does he hit the 10% figure? If he is at about 1.2 mil subscribers, right? Then again, he should be hitting how often, right? 120, 138. That's pretty fucking good. He's hitting, roughly 10% quite often. Here's like an almost 20%, right? This is great. And if you look at, again, his viewership, what is it really like? What is it like? 8.6 mil. Again, very strong, extremely strong. But I'm trying to tell you that like, if you truly think that like I'm getting carried by Nicholas Light and that like my channel has no motion, you are so fucking beyond delusional in how content creation works. Like, I hope that I've shown you these graphs to make you understand. And again, if we're going to be talking about average viewership, saying that like you can only get 5K, again, 10% is fucking amazing. That's basically my equivalent of a 1 mil. Go to the second channel. If I truly wanted to fucking hyper fixate on individual average video performance for a channel with 11K, what do you think is going on here? I'm hitting like 100%. I'm hitting over 100% nearly every fucking time. Why is that? Because that's how the algorithm works. But that doesn't mean I can keep pumping 6 to 8 videos in the second channel, right? Average viewership doesn't really mean anything. Because of the way things are designed, you are limited sometimes. Just because the second channel can hit more than 100%, average reach to sub ratio, doesn't mean that the second channel is actually way better like that. It's limited. It's doing well. It's doing pretty well. But like, again, right? The main channel is supposed to be content slop factory. We farm anything and everything based on my personality, and we can keep hitting nearly 10%, every other video. And I think that what I'm doing, just give me a couple of years, man. Give me a couple of years and I will show you exactly how to fucking dominate this game. Anyways, this isn't about me. This is about Nick.
I could do a whole 3, 4, 5-hour video talking about the hate that I get. This is just one of the pictures. Let me show you another one. Here's another one. Nazi retard get
Call of Duty lobby.
dies, scum. All because I said one frame man fucking sucks. This is why I keep saying to you guys, if you love me, I'm gonna get better. If you hate me, I'm only gonna get worse. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm not letting anything stop me. I'm gonna keep it as real as I can.
And you know what? I think he should be as real as possible. I just hope, again, he navigates himself better so that he doesn't make any blunders, so that he can continue to farm the outrage and we can have an entertaining time doing that. But just please, make it easier for me to defend you.
And if anybody has a problem with that, check right out. There's plenty of glazing the fuck out of everything you love. And that's just not going to be me. I start asking myself, do they act this way because they see me as the #1 anime reaction channel on YouTube? They love to go on these other content creators' videos like Michelangelo. By the way, no shade to him at all. I go
He had to say, nah, play that. Michelangelo name finally.
on these other content creators' videos like Michelangelo. By the way, no shade to him at all.
Okay,
I go
all
on
right,
other
all right.
content creators' videos and
Yeah.
they're always
Like mine too. Mine is a nuclear hazard zone of people shitting on Nick.
subliminally talking about me in the comment
Yep.
sections. You're
Yep.
good. Unlike this guy. Unlike this guy.
Yep.
And they're so mad that these creators aren't as big as I am. Well, maybe you should start watching them more instead of complaining on my fucking channel. Go watch Michelangelo. He's a great fucking channel. Go watch Halo and Kiss. These creators are right there. They're there for you. Go watch them. Why are you talking about me on
Because they don't care about them. They want to rage bait you. They hate you for everything that you stand for. And they're going to go and they know that you will respond. They know that you're reading and they will comment that shit there. And then you then take the bait and they feel validated. That's why, like, it's so unhealthy to constantly monitor all the comments online. It's impossible. It's like a full-time job trying to like moderate and just like do PR work for Nick. So it's, again, better to just not even give them any power. Why read them? It doesn't matter. Like, I think that if you want to make a video and shit on them in a righteous way and laugh and move on like what I do, it's that can be productive, but there's a very negative outcome with giving so much power and weight onto tweets and comments on the YouTube comment section about people who don't even try to see you in a genuine way, but just hate you for all you got. Just don't. It's toxic.
their videos. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about today. I have nothing more to say. I'm sure people will respond to this. People will react to this.
Yeah.
But this is
And you know what? This video probably, again, is gonna have so much fucking, Nicholas hate. But again, those are not my community members. Some of them might be. And if some of them are my community members, like even today, like, dude, you're laughing and mocking him in my Discord about the death threat video. And I just fucking said, like, I just deleted them. I banned them and I said, what are you doing? Like, do you think it's a good idea to do this shit? You're a liability on my end too. You make me look bad. You don't represent my stance on it. Stay fucking objective. It's like, it's so impossible to contain this nuclear fucking toxic. It's like Chernobyl. It's like too late and they will always exist. So focusing on fixating on that is not going to get you anywhere. You have to just like say, fuck them. They don't matter. And as long as we, the creators behind the scenes, know that we see eye to eye, I think that's what matters. And if any comment, if anybody, right, is shit talking about me in his videos and other people's channels, I'm not going to get rage baited by that. I don't care what you NPCs think of me because I know who I am and what I stand for. And I would never blame another content creator for the hate that exists on their channel. Unless they were making a call to action, literally supporting it like that, that's a different context. But in ambiguous situations where there's so much haters flooding into different people's channels, right? Like the Ondu incident too from Lord of the Mysteries, it's so impossible and unfair to place that onto the creators. As long as you understand that I have good intent about you, I think that's what matters.
a lot of stuff on my mind that I've been wanting to talk about for quite a while now. And I felt the best way to do that is on my channel, Nicholas Light TV, where it's not about peace, love, and positivity. It's about brutal honesty, entertainment, and not giving a fuck. And if that means war, hatred, and negativity, then so be it. I'd rather do all of that than spread toxic positivity. And that's it, y'all. I am gone. Sayonara.
What I care about is how big is his real dick? 9 inches? I call cap. I need to see it. Nick needs to DM me his penis with an actual like real like no AI, no Photoshop. I need a video. Yeah, no picture. I need a video with the measuring tape going from limp to flaccid. Sorry, going from flaccid to erect. And then for the measuring tape to actually hold on to the 9 inches. And that needs to stay for more than 10 seconds. He needs to hold that for 10 seconds. Until that happens, I won't believe it. He's fucking lying to me. Please check out Nicholas Light. Here's a link to the video. See you next time. Bye-bye.